Greetings to my team of 144, all Starseed Lightworkers and Wayshowers. Today is 5/8/2019. The original transmission. Yes, kitty. Yeah, to get a quick... Yes? Quick kitty transmissions today. Okay, he wasn't finished. Another interesting day through this quickening of the energies of the rainbow waves that are coming in. It was another day out of time, many synchronicities. 1212 came through several times today, 1221. Around 1212 this afternoon, I went into a deep state of stillness, deep into the void, and went into an altered state. And when I came back to this realm, it was... I was sweating out my knees, and I know it's kind of weird, but it takes a lot for me to sweat most of the time. But sometimes when I go into these deep states, my joints, my main joints, say like elbows, knees, ankles, they'll sweat. Nowhere else. I'm not sure if this has happened to any of you out there, but you're very aware of it because it's a very strange feeling. You're like, I also had a very intense deja vu that lasted several minutes. And it was kind of like one of those deja vus where you feel like you're going in through a time loop. And as these timelines jump, many of these strange feelings, and it almost can feel like a state of paranoia, like, oh boy, you've done this again, or how long is this deja vu going to last? When they last more than a couple minutes, it starts feeling very strange, like, am I living this life over? Have I lived this many times? Or am I living this life simultaneously in infinite universes, which basically, that's what quantum physics says, that it's not the exact same life in infinite universes, but every choice you make, it splits into a different timeline, A and B, and one you choose A, the other B, and it's a whole different outcome as the one that you chose path B, for instance. In this video today, at the end of this video, I'm going to play a video transmission. I'm going to give a transmission after I do a few updates, and then I'm going to play a transmission from Rhea, Aurora, Athena, Ash with the galactic updates from the Ashtar command and the Jupiter command, which is very nice visuals and imagery. And there's certain codes that are being transmitted through this video, and Rhea personally gave me permission to play it. So I'm going to play it for you at the end. So the Schumann resonance has been jumping different frequencies here frequently, daily now. This is something that's occurring daily. We've been hitting these lines of 40 hertz almost every day. The sun activities are magnifying, multiplying. On N5D today, Greg Prescott talked about, I believe, the quickening. Let's see here. About these timeline jumps and the Schumann resonance. Yeah, the quickening is happening now. Schumann is pulsing every 10 minutes. Increased photons from the photon belt. Time speeding up. And the sun is sending concentric plasma energy. Concentric. So many things going on with the sun, pulsating anomalies in the Schumann resonance and the sun. Our entire biological system, the brain, the earth itself, work on the same frequencies. I've read in the past that the hippocampus of the brain, they call that the doorway to your memories, is around the same frequency of the earth, the Schumann resonance. The photon belt is playing a huge role in conjunction to our sun in the Schumann resonance. So these are some things that are just manifesting to make us aware of these great changes that we're going through, this quickening we've been going through, and everything's accelerating at a quicker pace, and things are manifesting. People are reporting the manifestations speeding up, and very consistent synchronicities on a daily basis. So I wanted to thank everyone for connecting with me. I'm backed up a couple of weeks with emails and messages. I have multiple sites. A lot of people are sending me messages through Facebook, through my personal page, through the Prime Disclosure, through another Facebook page, and I'm getting messages on my website, primedisclosure.com, on the blog, and then also a lot of messages on my videos, which I'm having a tough time keeping up with because it's just, I'm getting inundated. So, but keep the messages coming because they help get this message out. And they, you know, I create these videos and blog posts for all Lightworkers, for all Starseeds, way showers. It's not for myself, so it helps. It gives a platform for people to connect and communicate. We have a live chat on primedisclosure.com/chat. That's 24 hours a day. So also when you post a message or a comment, whatever you want to call it, on my Facebook posts, my blog, and my YouTube videos, it helps other Lightworkers and Starseeds see that, for one, they're not going through this alone, that many people are experiencing the same things that they're experiencing. It helps people know that they're not going crazy, they're not losing it. It's part of this ascension process. It's part of this shift. So keep the messages coming, keep the comments, keep sharing these videos, because many people are finding benefits. It's helping them find peace and helping them to transcend and transverse this matrix, the shift from the old false 3D matrix to the new 5D energies. You know, the 4D and the fifth density, fourth density, fifth density, these higher vibrations, these higher frequencies, living from the heart. We say that a warrior lives a path with heart, meaning as we live from our hearts, transmitting love and truth and bliss into this realm, that we are becoming real human beings, or true human beings, H-U-E, hue, like the sound of God, the sound of Creator, the hue, and the hue is also the colors of the rainbow. The rainbow returns or emanates from the still white magnetic light as it travels through a prism to create the 7 colors of the electromagnetic spectrum, just like the 7 colors of the chakras. Also, people have been experiencing the last few days, including myself, throat chakra openings, strange things with the throat. Some people feel like they're choking. Part of the expansion of the throat chakra, the wind gate, is a feeling of choking. Sometimes you feel like you might be choking on your food, saliva, but this is as things are expanding, opening up. You know, we're learning to speak our truth, being congruent, setting up boundaries, being consistent, and transmitting the truth from our heart. Also, people are going into spontaneous singing and chanting mantras, singing songs. I know myself in the last couple of days, I just start singing a song I haven't heard in 20 years and remember the words and the frequency. And many of us Starseeds were very much into music growing up, and it helped us through many tough times. Like Cat Stevens always resonated with me. I had all his albums and could listen to his stuff over and over, and the storytelling and the beauty and the sound of his voice, the frequency, would bring my troubled soul into a state of peace for a moment, just like many songs often did. And then once I started training with the Zen masters, their Dharma talk, because I was a tormented, traumatized soul, that certain things I would find peace in, like the Dharma talks. I would go into bliss when I would hear the Zen master give his talk, which is Dharma's speaking truth right from the heart. So when you let go of conflict, duality, release the ego, and speak directly from the heart, you speak your truth in the purity, the light, and the love of the divine source, of the unknowable, unborn mind of Buddha, Dharma. There was kind of like a mantra where you would recite, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. So the Buddha, which is basically another name for source, people would say the awakened one, but it's our true self, our highest self, the original mind, the unborn mind. It's what the Zen master would say, the unborn mind of Buddha. It's the aspect of yourself, your true presence that is eternal, that is infinite. It's that infinite light, the infinite life, the vital life force of the universe. Sometimes I go on these tangents and forget where I was originally talking about, so I jump around because I just go with the flow. I go with what I feel, what comes into my awareness through my heart center. So it's not linear at all. The times of linearity are going away. We're becoming more spatial, where time really doesn't make sense anymore in a linear fashion. What makes more sense is that we're living infinite timelines in the now, and we're living in the presence and the power of the now, the eternal now. So the only thing, what is real is that eternal bliss consciousness, which is love. That's the foundation of all things. Now that love can be and has been corrupted and twisted and turned and conflicted. That's why the Zen masters will say that pure awareness of the unborn mind is converted to the three hells. Or a guru will say, everything is in perfect harmony, but sometimes the mind gets in the way. Because the whole universe is in harmony. It's a symphony. It's an orchestra. But the mind will say, this is good, that's bad, this is right, that's wrong, this is good, that's evil. When that's all perception, duality is our perception. It's our experience through our five senses and the sixth sense. We experience light and dark, up and down, past, future, present. But that's consciousness manifesting those things, manifesting our reality. That's why we need to forgive all things, because from the source is that love. I've even gone back to before time and space existed and forgave myself for separating from myself. It's hard to explain, but going back to that before, you keep going through and through and through to beyond time, before space even existed. There's a myth, one of my favorite myths of Sophia is, I believe it was a Greek myth. I've studied hundreds and hundreds of myths, and myths are not meant to take literally. They're symbolic. They're there a way for words to speak directly to our psyche, to transpire, transcend meaning and conflict? Because it's in the translations, in our perceptions that cause suffering, cause conflict. And the myths take us beyond that conflict, beyond the duality, into the true meaning and the true essence of symbolism. And the myth of Sophia was the original feminine energy, the goddess Sophia. And they said that, just kind of like the story of Eve, it was the original separation, or the concept of separation, because you cannot truly separate from source. Some people may believe they're separate, but that's not true. It's true that you're perceiving a type of separation, but the truth is you are one with all things. You are one with Creator. You are one with Source. You cannot separate from yourself, from your highest self, from the pure awareness that you truly are. It is with you. You are that experience. It's not something you know with your mind, but it's something that you are. It's something that you can be here and now in this body, as you transmit that energy out into this realm, and it reflects back at you. It's like a feedback loop. So I also like to thank everyone on our team for the Ecuador. Many people are contacting me about the healing center in Ecuador, healing retreat, and sustainable community, which we are looking potentially at a place called Vilcabamba. It's with a V, but it's pronounced Vilcabamba with a B. I ran into someone the other day that grew up in Ecuador that corrected me on that pronunciation. But we have a couple people on the team that can speak Spanish fluently. I've been contacted by a couple people that are citizens of Ecuador that can help purchase the land or help anyone become a citizen of Ecuador, have dual citizenship, whatever country you live in. Most people that are contacting me are either from US or Canada. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on our CBD team. This is a business opportunity that will help fund the basically the beginning stages of any business are research and development. It's going to cost money to go there, to travel around, to find the place, to spend time doing research on who's going to be involved, what we're going to be doing. But I have a vision of a basically like dome structures, a temple in the center of the biggest building, then a vortex, a spiral coming out from that with other smaller domes where people can live or stay for extended periods or rent for a day, a night, a week, a month, whatnot. And then there'll be different healers that live there different times of the year, all year round, depending on what resonates with them. So you can join us in the CBD. We do organic CBD oils. It's a distributor. You can become an independent distributor rep with a company that I did a lot of research. They have high quality products in organic CBD oils and other products, pain creams and stuff like that. So I'm putting everyone, I have several people in my downline and I'm putting everyone under them. So it's taking me time to catch up. It's hard to monitor and keep track of 169 people, but I'm going to be doing trainings and creating a Facebook group for you all to communicate, everyone on the Ecuador team. So that's in the works. I'm going to put that out hopefully this week, where I'll be doing training on how to build your business. And everything I teach you can apply to your offline business. Most people that are connecting with me or joining this business, they have a business offline. Say they do Reiki healing, QHHT, acupuncture. We have a lot of people coming in that are in mostly health and wellness, of course, but anyone can do this. You don't have to have a business, but what I teach on marketing and how to build a business online, you can apply to your offline business too. So you can go to cbdpeaceoil.com, CBD Peace Oil, and I have the link in the description below. And I bought that URL, which will take you to one of our team members' pages where you can learn more about this opportunity. And I picked that URL. It's getting harder and harder to find. CBD is such a huge search term. It's a huge trend online. So it's getting harder and harder to find domain names. You know, the URL is the site you type in to go to the site. So I found CBD Peace Oil because CBD oil is obviously taken, but most words with it. And also I picked peace because many people, it's helping them to relieve anxiety and find more peace in their life. And it's resonating with a lot of people. So again, thank you everyone. I'm going to do a quick energy frequency transmission, and I'm going to play Ria's video and then end it there. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your kindness, for your connections, for doing everything you can to help humanity through this challenging time, through these transitions. So keep living in the heart, stay grounded. What I'm going to do is take you into a deeper frequency, into a more relaxed state, and then play Ria's video so that it'll help emanate deeper into your subconscious, your inner conscious mind, your unconscious mind, to help uplift and to help you fully become more aware of that eternal bliss consciousness that's at the center of your being. So take a deep breath. As you breathe out, release all negative feelings, negative thoughts. Relax every muscle in your body. You can have a light smile on your face. The tongue lightly touches the roof of the mouth. And I'll be in contact with the people on the team. I'm going to start doing some live meditations and that. Some Qigong meditations and some energy transmissions live. So take another deep breath. Smile into the middle dantian. That's the heart center, the threefold flame at the center of your being, the center of your avatar. The center of your temple is a threefold flame, the Trinity. And now for the divine feminine energies from our beloved sister of the light, Rhea, Aurora, Athena, Ash. I love you all.
Beloved hearts, this is the voice of the Ashtar Command and the Jupiter Command, along with our airborne divisions of galactic fleets of light. My warmest greetings, dear friends, brothers and sisters. I am Commander Ashtar Kari of the Jupiter Command, speaking to you today from my ship, the Aurora, that sits stationary within your outer rim of Jupiter. Jupiter. To us, Jupiter is Deyaka. Deyaka meaning mighty cloud. I come to speak to you today of great many things. Some of you are waiting for signs of the presence of the Ashtar Command and we, the Jupiter Command, and the Inter-Supergalactic Confederation of Light Worlds. That things are clarified for you, our beloved Starseeds, Lightworkers and Empaths. That you are members of this body of action, present on the Earth plane, to accompany the ascent of this planet. You have made this choice to embody with these bodies in this three-dimensional realm, now moving into Thor-D, and to receive all the same transmissions as you wake up to the unified consciousness field. You have programmed yourselves to wake up in these times and to spread the light of new consciousness for this world. You can only do this through active participation in this process. Dear ones, it is not about doing anything, but letting the energy of life and love pass through you. Let the energy flow of life act through your channels, such as small hollow bones. As you are extensions of this light, you can embody that if you let it guide you, and not your mental mind with all its expectations and hopes. Be fully present in the moment you live, and the intuition of the present moment. Listen inside you and act according to your heart. We, your galactic counterparts, are never far away, but it is up to you to operate your internal transmissions on this journey of transformation. You and your brothers and sisters of soul are on your way. We will give you keys to liberation, keys of energy release. That's why so many of you answer and get together on the simple Ashtar word call. We say Ashtar, as Ashtar is another term for the energy of shepherds of this time of transformation within your planetary realm. Ashtar, those that guide the steps of humanity towards the light of full consciousness. You are Ashtar. You are the eagles. You are the shepherds that guide the way and leading the light. Some of you are already ready to begin the process of internal transmutation, and some of you have already started this process. There are and will be souls put in the presence of other particular souls. They are called twin souls. That's why there are more and more twin flames coming together. These meetings are aimed at an ultimate and definitive reconnection to the source of light by the reunion between you and your divine flame, which is on the other side of the veil, waiting to be incarnated into you. This is a process of reintegration that begins for many of you now on your journey. The only break that stands between you and your twin flame is your ego. So, dear brothers and sisters, learn to detect it, to master it, because once it is removed, you will be able to reintegrate to your divinity. As great times are ahead for humanity, the great unknown is upon you. But we say, you, being the creator gods, will embody this grand transformation of your planetary realm to become the final planet in this quadrant sector of your solar system to be liberated under the banner of unity, under the banner of peace, and integrated now into 0 Point, integrated into a peaceful galactic conglomerate, integrated into galactic society of oneness, of love, peace and unity. Gone the days of your programs, gone the days of darkness, for the light has won. The light shines always in the darkness. Be that shining light that you are, and guide the way for others to lead by example. Be the great shepherds that you are, Ashtar. You, Ashtar. We are with you always. We are watching, guiding, supporting, enabling our beloved family here on Gaia. I am the Commander Ashtar Kari of the Jupiter Command counterpart of the Ashtar Command, along with the airborne divisions, many airborne divisions, with all of your galactic family, ascended masters and councils of light, angelics, ultra-terrestrials, archangels, here with you now. With all of our peace and love, be with you always. Look to your skies, we are there. Look inside your hearts, we are there. For love has won, light has